XRP is held by everyone. We have been anticipating this moment, which occurred only moments ago. The task is finished. It's official. The Senate recently confirmed Paul Atkins as the next chair of the SEC. Good enough. I now have one more piece of news for the day. That's it. By the end of this video, I'll tell you how the industry, the price, positions, and the entire community are responding. The whole thing, folks. The market has been extremely volatile today in the United States. It is currently past 7 p.m. Central Time. So folks, everything has already happened in the past 12 hours, including futures all the way to the end. Crypto is currently returning from what we heard on Sunday about the recession. Isn't cryptocurrency accelerating at the speed of light? When we look at it one day, things appear to be going badly. When Trump changed his mind the next day, he essentially informed us that this was a good time to buy. Shut up, they said. What do you say? He was aware of what he was saying, though, as it was evident that putting a significant hold on the nations who did not reciprocate with tariffs helped to clear the air and increase trade. That's similar to what's going on between the US and China. However, we did get Paul Atkins in the interim, correct? By a vote of 52 to 44, Cameron Winkerbloss Eleanor Sane was elected as the new chair of the Securities and Exchange Commission. So farewell to Gary Gensler's reign of terror. Welcome to this new chair. Immediately. Naturally, there is an expectation that the XRP spot ETFs will be approved. We have been waiting for a long time for real change and regulation, not through enforcement that targets the industry, but having someone who is pro-crypto, someone who will open up and make the US competitive is what we're looking for, right? Allowing the sector to develop internally. And we required that. In any case, the man is now formally the next, and when everything is going smoothly, these are my current positions, as you can see. Ethereum, Sui, Brett, and everyone else have 400%, nearly 200%, and 200%. Folks, I'm doing great. I'm simply telling you that now is the right time to trade, man. Additionally, you can sign up right away using the links below. However, I want to go ahead and get this name now and observe how everyone responds. Give it a like, tell your family, subscribe to the channel, and activate your alerts because people are generally content at the moment. And with his consent and confirmation, I believe XRP will get some very positive news. Paul Atkinson has been officially confirmed as the SEC's chair. Thus, they convened and discussed the implementation of reforms, the rulemaking process, empowering the blockchain future, and legislation pertaining to digital assets. That's it. It was 9 minutes ago, Chair Tim Scott. Paul Atkins is committed to protecting our capital markets and has a lot of experience. It will be a crucial time to reverse the detrimental practices of the Biden administration, encourage capital development and expand options for individual investors. Gary Gensler, that's who we are. In order to foster American innovation and guarantee our competitiveness on the international scene, Chairman Atkins will also clarify regulations pertaining to digital assets. I'm excited to work with Chairman Atkins to rekindle our capital markets, which are essential for innovation, job creation, and economic expansion. Enjoy it. Well done, Ben. Well done, that's it. Therefore, the nomination process is simple and straightforward. Democrats won't be able to stop it. That's quite nice then. And I believe that everyone is responding quite well, We were unable to view his remarks or anything else. I made an effort, but I was busy at the time. However, it comes at a perfect moment in my opinion. When the markets finally let me go, I had an open coin market cap, and now that they are breathing a little more, they are saying, you know what, let's go. However, one thing is obvious, guys, and I noticed this in the comments to people I ask, kind of like, do you believe that we are? Do you believe that we are all at the bottom? Correct? Is this the bottom, for example? I asked you 4 hours ago, and a lot of individuals responded in the affirmative. However, I believe the remarks are generally accurate. Correct? In other words, we are still in rough seas. Anything Trump says has the potential to alter rapidly. In 4 days, for example, he may decide to add more levies, a week or so from now, and that will cause additional suffering. Therefore, you might hold this profit, or others might take it and enjoy it. Now is the time to begin trading. Guys, if you're already an experienced whale or would like to learn leverage and get some positions in, click the link below to sign up. Begin trading on BTCC here. Man, I adore it. I mean, I can start creating capital and placing positions there with ease. In my honest opinion, it's time to be bullish when you see those very good prices, and as of right now, I'm doing fine. XRP is retracing a little bit, which seems to be what's going on at the moment. This is what has happened with the news thus far. If we reach 5 minutes, we pumped at 2 o'clock, which is almost 10 o'clock, this very moment. Let me check. After we visited 209, it is currently gradually declining. Thus, it just goes to show, guys, how close we were, maybe approaching 150. It's natural. As of right now, if we move back 4 hours, you'll find that XRP has pumped about 30% so far from the 161. We are now in the 26, therefore it turns out to be the appropriate thing to do once more behind the slump in spite of and because of everything. XRP wasn't the largest gainer for a variety of cryptocurrencies, isn't it? I believe there were a lot more on Solana, Fartcoin, and Ondo. Edra, HBR, Sui, and Jasmine are all doing well. If you're well diversified, you'll succeed, and it will just turn out to be the appropriate thing to do, isn't that right? We saw 5 million with the XRP ETF, so it's fantastic to see this, and it's much better when we have spot ETFs. So allow me to do this, XRP, and we observe that this will eventually be released. The volume of 5 million. I'll check here to see if anyone has it shortly. Here it is. That was yesterday, correct? XRP locked 5 million trading volume on its first day, so it will be more positive, isn't it? And people are doing well, observing and observing. I'd like to visit X to see how my page is doing. It's green, and everyone says, let's go. This is what we want, Let's listen to what Elnord Tourette has to say at the moment. What comes next? Atkins' confirmation will be forwarded by the Senate to the White House for Trump's approval. Naturally, Atkins will be sworn in after that, but it's still unclear when this will happen. Thus, we're awaiting basically the ceremony, which will undoubtedly be televised by the major media everywhere. It will therefore be quite decent. Correct? And when it happens, everyone, there you have it. On January 20th, while everyone was waiting for Gary Gensler to officially declare, "I'm out," seems as though we pumped even before the market started crashing in. It's November 5th, correct? There could be a chance once we knew it was going to happen, right? Trump, as you all aware, was winning. After that, it was essentially inevitable. After a few days or weeks, we discovered that he was departing. Thus, everything was happening all at once. Guys, we are living in a new age of digital assets in the US. And isn't that fantastic? Simply means better news, great news for XRP and Ripple. And I have no doubt that Brad Garlinghouse and Stewart will now be really pleased to visit the SEC, speak with them and establish a common ground. Dismiss the Ripple case lawsuit completely and continue constructing to propel this nation to the moon. Everyone, there you have it. The news is mostly positive. I only wanted to inform you. You're probably wearing by now as well, so let's be optimistic and watch what occurs. Check out the sites below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you trading. Calm.